Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. The BR School District, as well as 13 other districts in the state, plus the state's education department, are involved in a series of lawsuits regarding state and local mask mandates in school. The Patriot Ledger reports that BR, along with schools in Carver, Hingham, and West Bridgewater, are also included in the series of lawsuits filed by Robert Foho, who is a lawyer in New Hampshire where he filed similar lawsuits against schools there. This is in regards to a move made earlier this year by State Education Commissioner Jeffrey Riley mandating mask usage unless middle and high school students and faculty have an 80% vaccination rate. Unvaccinated students and staff are required to wear a mask with exceptions for students with medical conditions or behavioral needs. Nonprofit Children's Health Rights of Massachusetts is a plaintiff in 3 of the cases, and Mr. Foho told the Patriot Ledger that many of the parents wanted to remain anonymous and going through a nonprofit would allow for that. The cases are expected to be consolidated into a pending action to be heard in Hampton Superior Court. I mentioned the 80% vaccination rate. Bridgewater Town Manager Michael Dutton told counselors at the October 5th council meeting that 56% of residents were fully vaccinated, while 61% have received at least one dose of the COVID vaccine.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Awesome.
Tuesday saw the official groundbreaking of the McElwain School Apartments. State Senator Mark Pacheco was on hand, as was the Lieutenant Governor Karen Polito. The project, which started a few months ago, will make 57 affordable apartments in the soon-to-be refurbished building and a new building, which is going to be one of the most energy efficient in the state. There were 16 sources of funding for the project, which is expected to be completed near the end of 2022. And I had a chance to talk to the Lieutenant Governor about the need for affordable housing and how important a partnership between developers and local officials is for projects like this.
This is a great story on a lot of levels. First of all, the community made sure that the zoning was appropriate to build 57 new units of housing. You also put your own money in through the CPA, over $1 million into this project, so thank you to the residents of this community. This is critically important as Massachusetts is in a crisis because we don't have enough housing to meet the demand, not enough housing that's accessible and affordable. We anticipate needing 200,000 new units of housing by 2030. We won't get there unless we have partners like we have here with Bridgewater and developer partners to make sure that these projects get built on time. Governor Baker and I both served as selectmen in our hometowns, and we value our partners in cities and towns. I visited every community of our Commonwealth, all 351, and we couldn't be here today for this kind of project if we didn't have a really good relationship, an understanding what a community needs, and then an ability to partner and get it done. And we couldn't be more proud of what you're accomplishing here in Bridgewater.
Matt Zoller is one of the developers of the project, and he said this was a project for working families in Bridgewater and had more information on the process of renting one of the 57 spaces.
This project is for the community. It is for working families here in Bridgewater. We're looking to complete construction around the end of 2022, and then we'll open the doors. We'll start marketing the project a couple of months in advance of that completion, and there's going to be a number of units that are at market rates, so anybody can put in an application for one of those units, and then there will be a lottery for the balance of the units, these 51 income restricted units. And you can go to our website, McElwainSchoolApartments.com, for more information on that.
We have the full groundbreaking program available on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Just search BTV Access Corporation. Switching gears to sports, and the BR football team entered their game last Friday night in search of their first win of the season, and the Trojans won in a big way, 41-0. BR had 220 yards of total offense in the first half and scored on all of their offensive possessions. Dawson DuBose got the scoring started with an 8-yard run in the first and had a 9-yard scamper in the second quarter. Zachary Marble had a 10-yard reception and a 6-yard touchdown run, while senior Michael Rubo had a 57-yard run to put on the scoreboard. After the game, BR head coach Lou Pacheco told the Brockton Enterprise, quote, "Basically what I told the kids was iron sharpens iron. We know from the outside looking in we stink, we can't play, and we can't coach. But we played a hard schedule to get better in order to compete in our league. We played a real good Derby team and our guys came to play. I'm just so proud of them," end quote. And over at the university, the Bears blew out a winless Fitchburg State team a couple weeks back, and this past Saturday kept the good times rolling against Worcester State. The Bears had 3 scores from Adam Couch, who had 190 rushing yards on 19 carries, while James Cahoon had 192 passing yards with 2 touchdowns of his own. BSU has scoring drive times of 46 seconds, 36 seconds, 3 minutes and 14 seconds, and 42 seconds in the first half, and 483 yards of total offense. Brendan Albert was named the MASCAC Defensive Player of the Week for the second time this season, Adam Couch the Offensive Player of the Week for the second time this season, and Thomas Fay, who is a BR alum, was named the Conference Special Teams Player of the Week for the second consecutive week. The Bears are off this week but return to Swenson Field next Saturday for a homecoming matchup with Litchfield State. And on October 30th, the Bears wrap up the home schedule for the regular season against UMass Dartmouth, and you can watch both of those games right here on BTV. And finally today, a chance for Harry Potter fans to make their own head wig. It doesn't matter if you're Gryffindor or Slytherin or Hufflepuff, anyone between the ages of 13 and 18 can take part in a virtual craft program with Pop-Up Art School. Learn how to sculpt your own owl using only a felting needle. Items will be supplied, and this is a virtual event and available starting on October 23rd. To reserve a kit and register for the event, call 508-697-3331. And we thank you for watching this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Locke.